Okay, y'all remember we made bone broth in our Instapot? Well, now we want to keep it long term. I don't want to put it in the refrigerator because I'm saving it for Thanksgiving. So here we have it in our pressure canner. I put it, and it only made like 2.5 pints, or almost 3 pints. Anyway, I'm canning. I'm going ahead and pressure can at 75 minutes. But here it is over here. Here's what I got off the bones. This is cat food. Okay, now these bones you don't want to give. They're the hardest ones. Just feel with your fingers. That right there is part of the spine. Even though it's breaking up. If it breaks up, go ahead and add it. This one right here, I can't crush it. If you can't crush it with your fingers, don't. Okay, so these are pretty hard. But that's all, look. Just that little dab. And this, it's got all the sediments in it. What I'm canning doesn't have the sediments in it. So, next, I'm going to be putting it in this, my chopper. Because I'm going to blend the juice, the stock, and that together to make sure my cats don't get any hard bones at all. So I'm going to whip this up in this little chopper. I have a bigger chopper, but I don't need to clean it. Okay, we're going to let this steam for 10 minutes. Timer 10. Start. Now that has to steam vent for 10 minutes before you put your weight on. Or jiggler, or whatever you guys call it. I call it a weight, because it is weight. You add that after 10 minutes. And then you're going to let it build up to pressure. My altitude goes up to 10 pounds of pressure. After you put that on, it's 10 pounds of pressure. You want to hold it there, 10, 11, 12, it don't matter. But it's got to stay there. And these are pints, so it's 75 minutes. If it was quarts, it'd be 90 minutes. That's all you do. Real easy pressure can. Now in my chopper here, I got the meat in there. Hang on. My son still has my tripod. I'm going to add a little bit of juice. This thing might leak a little bit, so I'm just going to add a little bit of it. About half of it. Put my chopper lid on there. And we're going to chop it up. Okay, let's see. My cats really like this. That's good enough. So that's what it looks like. And I don't have to can this. They eat it up too fast. So, and this leftover, I'll be putting on some of their wet food. Heat it up. Dump that on their wet, I mean, not wet food, but yeah, some wet food doesn't be wet enough. Or you can put it on dry food. So, none of this is wasted. Okay, let's wait on that pressure canner. Yeah, and y'all start saving everything, like pickle jars. I might pickle in this. Christmas coming up, I'd like to make pickled eggs for someone. And although these have been washed by hand and in the dishwasher, before you pickle again, if you leave the lid on, rewash that. Because it still might have a little odor, and you don't want to run what you just pickled. And you wouldn't want to give somebody something, you know, that you got to be careful. But I'll save all these. Like, see, I just put stock in that. And I use masking tape to write and date on things. But this goes so fast I don't have to worry about that. But you can put masking tape on this and write whatever you're canning. I'm saving this for Christmas to make my pickled eggs for someone. So, this right here, because a bowl takes up a lot of room. But you could pour this in one of these jars, and it doesn't take up much room. Don't can in these, y'all. This, if I make this up, it will be put in the refrigerator, and I'll have to tell the person, refrigerator only. Not sitting on the shelf, unless I can it. Okay? So, we've got 5 more minutes on the steam over here. Vent. Steady vent, 10 minutes. And this will gel in the jar, so you have to take it out. And I take the lid off, and I cover it, and I microwave it. This glass will take the microwave. And so anyway, because see, it's been canned, so most jars have been canned. Now pickle jars is the only thing I don't put under extreme pressure. So I wouldn't put a pickle jar in the microwave. But this one you can. So we still got a little of that left over. And that's cat food. And if my cats indoors don't like it, the outdoor cats like it. Nothing gets wasted around here. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. Turn the timer off. Put on your weight or whatever you call it. Put it on there and build that pressure up to 10, 11, 12, or whatever your elevation is. Mine's under 1,000, so 10 is fine. If it goes a little over 10, I don't sweat it. But it must remain there for 75 minutes. And this is just that chicken broth. Although it's been cooked and cooked, but still, you've got to can it, and you treat it like meat because it is part of the meat protein. So if you can it, you don't want to just stick that in your refrigerator. You can put it in your refrigerator if you're going to use it within a week, but if you're not, I'm starting to save my broth for Thanksgiving. So I do ham, I do beef, whatever I get my hands on. Tastes a lot better. And when I did the chicken bones, it was rotisserie. I forgot which flavor it was. Oh, it was super good. Anyway, I didn't add any salt, nothing. Just water, because you don't know how you're going to be using it. And when you get done, you taste it before you can it. And then you label it. And then you write on there, if it's good for Thanksgiving, taste it. If you don't like it, use it for your animals. Whatever. The bone broth's good for you. Alright. Let's get it up to pressure. While I'm waiting for that to get up to pressure, I picked these roses today off of my rose bushes. And these little white flowers, well, I think they're just weeds, but it looked cute. So I brought them in, and this red rose, I don't know if that's my knockout rose or whatever that one is, but that is the best smelling rose. This one has hardly any flavor, scent, fragrance, but I just like a little flower in my window. Yeah, and I'm doing the dishes while I'm cleaning up this Instapot and my pans and stuff. You gotta make a mess, you know. I don't think I'm running dishwasher tonight. I do gotta unload it though. It's full. I'm a good loader though. Y'all see how I put that on top and make sure it clears up there where it spins. And see how wet that is? Shake it off. Lay it over and let it dry overnight. Then you can put it up in the morning. There you go. Just shake that off. Anything plastic, shake it off. Don't put plastic on bottom. Shake it off. And then I got to put all these up. I pre-wash before I wash. Oh no, there's another plastic. We got, shake it off. Let air dry. Okay, let's see. Well, I don't think plastic I put down here is these. You know. But I put my jars down here because I want the water to really clean these. And I already been pre-washed. I pre-wash everything. Because my dishwasher's never dirty in there. See? I got a little piece of something. It's right there, but it's not dirt. It's paper off of one of them reusable bottles. See? Because I couldn't get it off. But you see how clean it is? This thing is old, but it's clean. I am picky about my dishes. Wow, I got busy with my dishes. So I got up past 10, but don't worry about that. Just get that pressure back down a little bit. And I always go ahead and start counting it, because as long as it's at 10, I can count it. 75 minutes. As long as you don't underpress it. Make sure your timer's going. See, mine's blinking. See? Because I've done that before and it wasn't on. And boy, you don't want to second guess your timer. So we're going to bring that temperature down. I know about where it's supposed to be on low on mine. It's supposed to be pretty low. So I got to keep eye on it. So I'm cleaning up my kitchen stuff. I might cook some bacon in the oven. So my husband said he's out of bacon. See right here, I cooked that bacon in the oven. 400 degrees, y'all, on parchment paper. And my kitty didn't eat that. I don't leave food out overnight. I'm going to give this to the outdoor cat. I gave that to him a little while ago. I'll give that to the outdoor cat. Now, show you something over here. I ain't got a place to put these big old pans. These are huge pans. That's what I do my bacon on. Parchment paper. Make sure it's fully covered, because you don't want to be cleaning up a pan. 400 degrees. Depends on how thick your bacon is. About 20 minutes at least. Okay, I'm waiting on this to drop. You don't want it to go below 10. So let me get back on my dishes. Okay, pressure's down. So remove the weight. And then it's all the way down. That's down. So it's sitting here, I don't know how long it's been sitting here. About 30 minutes, I guess. So now we're going to open it. Okay, I'm going to need both hands. Now we're going to take out the broth. See, it's pretty rich. Looks nice, don't it? Didn't make that much. Only made these 3. Now this is some beef broth. This isn't hot because I didn't can this with it. But that's some beef broth. See how dark that is? That's some good stuff. I did this and put the date on it. Wow, I'm going to use it up pretty fast. So usually I just leave these overnight. And I'll remove the rings and wash it down in the morning. Nothing seeped off. Water's still clear. And nothing seeped off. So that means it got a good seal on it. And we'll just let these set till morning. Okay, bye.